everybody, it's Bridget with Chicken and Nugget. I am just recovering from a pretty nasty cold, but I'm feeling pretty well. And I wanted to go ahead and get some work done today. So I'm actually heading out of town later this weekend to go to my parents' house in Wisconsin, and Andy's staying behind to hold down the fort here in Florida. So I figured while I was gone, I would go ahead and make him some food. And one of the things I'm going to do is make him breakfast sandwiches. Now, a few weeks ago, we did a live for brunch, and I made him some personalized frittatas. So if you guys want to go back to Chicken and Nugget on our Facebook page, Chicken and Nugget, you can check us out there, and you can see that live playback from when it was originally done. But sort of taking those frittatas and making a spin on them, I'm going to go ahead and turn them into breakfast sandwiches. So I've got some really nice, hearty-looking, gluten-free English muffins here. And I've got my ramekins, I've got my eggs, and some vegetables. So I've already gone ahead and sauteed my veggies. I have red onion in here. I've got some green bell pepper and some zucchini. I just sauteed them in some olive oil with some salt and pepper. And then I also have some beautiful, like, yellowish orange heirloom tomatoes here. So I'm going to go ahead and get this going, get these set up. So I've got my ramekins, like I said, all set up here. I've got them sprayed with some nonstick cooking spray. So I'm going to get my veggies all kind of divvied up in the bottom. And this is just a really easy recipe. You can make these in advance. You don't necessarily have to use the vegetables. You could just use the eggs in the breakfast sandwiches, and you could do like bacon or sausage if you wanted to layer that over the top. I'm gonna do the egg, I'm gonna do those frittatas, and then I'm going to cover them with some cheese. And then I'm gonna freeze them off for Andy so he can heat them up in the mornings on his way to work, and he can have a really great, easy, portable breakfast that he doesn't have to worry about, preparing. He just has to pop it in the June and get that all heated up and toasty and warm and ready to go so he can just grab it on his way out the door. So, like I said, I'm just sort of dividing up my veggies here. I'm gonna do my zucchini. I did some zucchini, like I said, and some some green bell pepper and some red onion. And I just sauteed those up. And it's just a really nice, easy base. Now you can use anything you have in your refrigerator. I just happen to have some cut up tomatoes from the other night when we made tacos. So I figured I'd just put those in the ramekins as well, just for a little extra oomph. I don't have any breakfast meat on hand at the moment, but I have made these for him with like bacon, or I've done sausage before. You can also do Canadian bacon, which is really kind of perfect for putting in English muffins. But this is just something really easy to do. Like I said, you can make this in advance, and it makes for a really simple and easy breakfast, especially, it's back to school time, so it just makes things easier. If you got kids that you got to get out the door, I know my oven is preheated. My brother and I always had a hard time getting out the door when we were younger, so anytime there was an easy breakfast to have on hand, my toaster strudels were a huge thing. That's when they came out. They came out when I was a kid, Pop-Tarts, that kind of thing. But this is a little bit more substantial than a toaster strudel or a Pop-Tart. So I'm going to go ahead and crack my eggs into this container here, this bowl. And I think I'm just going to do 10 as opposed to a full dozen. Maybe I'll start with 8, actually. I'm going to start with 8 and see how that goes. See how full my ramekins are. I want to make my sandwiches bigger, but not so big that they're hard to handle. You have to remember that these are kind of to go. And I don't want to make them so big that they take forever to reheat either. So this is just basically an easy way to get all your breakfast goodies wrapped up into one. So I'm just going to get my eggs going here. All right, now I've got my eggs in. I'm going to go ahead and wash my hands. I'll be right back and I'll get these whipped up. All right, so clean hands. I'm going to go ahead and add some salt and pepper. Obviously, that was the pepper. I'm going to go ahead and add some salt in here. And I did salt and pepper my veggies when I sauteed them, but I just wanted to add a little bit more to the eggs. So I'll go ahead and get these whisked up. All right, so I'm just gonna set that in there. And you don't have to do this like this, but I just really enjoy having a container that has a handle and a pour spout. It just makes things easier for me. So just remember to do whatever works well for you. And you just want to cover your veggies with your egg mixture. They don't need to be too full because remember, this is gonna be a whole sandwich. But you just want to make sure that you've got enough egg mixture to cover your veggies so that everything gets baked off really nicely. And I think 8 eggs was just the perfect number, so that worked out really well. All right, I'll just even these out a little bit. Some of these look a little bit shy of egg, so fill them up so that they're all pretty even. And then I'll get these baked. And these will make a really great, easy breakfast for Andy while I'm gone. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and get these in the oven, 400 degrees for about 10 to 15 minutes, probably closer to 15 minutes. And then I'll be back and we'll show you how to build these sandwiches. Stay tuned.